I forgot to start the recording again. Hi. Uh, this is my first time on Twitch. Also my first time. This is my first time on Twitch in 5 years. Also my first time streaming in English ever. Not my first time ever doing anything in English. Of course, the older CX client pixel engineering videos count, but I've never streamed in English, and this will be very interesting because of that. I do have some things to clean up right now. Yeah. Oh, crap. I have a few files I need to delete, like 5,000 files I need to delete. But once I've done that, we will start with what's in the title. So this is kind of a test stream for my Hacktoberfest streams. As I will stream during Hacktoberfest for the TLDR stuff. Like if you don't know, I'm. Oh shit! That's not what I meant to do. That is not what I meant to do. And why did I not notice this before the stream? Wow. Okay. That's something to possibly edit out in the VOD, but I don't need to, because it's not really that sensitive, but it was kind of an interesting moment. If you don't know, I'm a co-owner of the TLDR Pages project, this right here. We do collaborative cheat sheets for console commands. So what you can do, if I could show my terminal, I can. So what you can do, if you don't know TLDR, what you can do if you, for example, if you're not like me, I actually remember it, like legit I do. If you don't remember how tar works, you can do TLDR tar, and you don't have to use the man page, because man pages they suck. You know that. You need to always look through the whole man page and search what the options are. Here you have everything you need. That's what we do. You can do TLDR, then you know how it works. This will soon change to actually have long options. That's like an artifact of an old spec that I proposed to change actually, and we changed it. Like for example, Ellen used to be a prime use case for me. Like which one is a symlink, which one is what it points to. Here you can see it. That's just like that's what TLDR is, if you don't know. And so we are a part of Hacktoberfest. So in, what is it, like 3-4 days or something, I will be streaming Hacktoberfest at TLDR. So just my like maintainer work of looking through the PRs and merging them, also submitting my own PRs. I have a few things on my to-do list that are kind of low-hanging fruits for Hacktoberfest. But this is kind of a prep stream, both in terms of like checking out how to do this whole thing with live streaming, coding in English and stuff. Both for that and actually maybe as prep for the Hacktoberfest, because I might work on TLDR later. I might also not, because what we will do today is something I've been wanting to do for years. You should know the chrissx Media website. This is like a boring website of chrissx Media. And what I have been wanting to do for literal years at this point is move it into some proper technology. Like currently it's built using CRED, which is showing my browser history maybe isn't the best idea, but what's supposed to be in there that I would be like actually care about. So let's just show, what did I want to show? Also, see what? That's a project from me. Simple website delivery tool. It's probably like the least downloaded thing ever on NPM. See what here? Last version from a year ago. And yeah, you can see weekly downloads 1. Wow, okay, it's actually not popular at all, but it's used by a few chrissx media things, as well as private things for me, or possibly some other things, but I don't know of that. But yeah, this is what it is. And it's a very simple tool. It's very bad actually. If you look at the code, it's kind of horrible. 80 lines of just badly written JavaScript. I now know more JavaScript than at that point, but it works. I can show you it works actually. I'm here inside the can I show all of this? I think I can. I can run a CRUD. I don't know whether everyone can read this on phones, but this is npm install cvit. This is npx cvit. You can just run it like that. And then what you get is the dist, and that has everything like minimized and yeah, how it's supposed to be. That's it. It basically, it's a build tool that just minimizes, and that's it pretty much. I'm all pretty nice, but of course for the CM website and my personal website, actually for more websites possibly, let's look at a few websites that we might want to change. It's first of all, it's the CM website. New.chrissx.de it says, because there's also old.chrissx.de. That's an interesting website actually. Look at this. This is back when CM was like half my personal things. Like back in those days, there was no clear distinction between like my personal things and chrissx media things. Now it's pretty clearly separated. At that point it wasn't, so it was just my half personal, half professional website. And it like included professional Twitter, which, I mean, the link to this day works. I think I can show that without problems. Yeah, this is like so my professional Twitter was the chrissx media Twitter. That's separate. Still, to this day, it's not perfect, but this was pretty bad. And so we improved from that point. The current website again looks like this. This still is like, this needs more content, but it's kind of hard to add content when you're just using raw HTML and CSS and JavaScript, and you don't have anything really in terms of like frameworks and things that help you. I am also of the opinion that might be a bit controversial, I guess, that you should be able to build a website just with the web technologies, and like if you want to call yourself like a senior JavaScript dev, you should be able to do something without a framework, but that doesn't mean you should do it in the real world, and you shouldn't. And the way that this is built, as well as my website is built, which is way smaller, just demonstrates that. Also, we have Screwed, which is React deployed with Parcel. I'm unfortunately not wearing Parcel merch right now. I'm wearing my Hacktoberfest from 2 years ago t-shirt in protest against their decision to abolish t-shirts. as rewards. That was like the worst thing they ever did. That should also probably be an Astro page. Everything we tend to now do everything in Astro with just the other frameworks mixed in. Another example that might not be changed is the lyrics chrissx. So that's the lyrics side. That's not a high priority because it's supposed to be replaced soon. TM, it might not be replaced. So we might want to consider that. Also, that's a big point. Meme chrissx. Also CWet deployed. That ain't so bad. It's pretty okay. It now uses TypeScript, yeah, because CWet got TypeScript support in some version. Yeah, it's not bad, but it's also not good. It just uses like raw JavaScript. It's a very simple page. It has barely any web design. It has like 7 lines of CSS. That's pretty bad. We might want to put all of that in an Astro file. Astro's pretty good for small web pages. I mean, we do have that's actually something that's not publicly known. We do have a lot of great experiences with that at Fuchs Games. Like the Fuchs Games website here, very small, nothing website. That was built initially badly by me, actually, with Astro 1 and has now been upgraded to Astro 3 very recently, like 2-3 days ago or something. That's a very small, simple site. That is like, I don't know, 50 lines of everything. And then this, like for the fonts side, I've looked at what Astro can do, all in all. It might be possible, or not even it might be, I'm pretty sure it is possible to do all of this in Astro. I'm not sure whether we want to do that because the current SSG thing's already pretty okay. It's like here 54 lines. Not sure whether we can beat that actually with Astro, so we might not want to. But there might be arguments for us doing that, so we could consider it. And I wanted to include as a role model of how to properly build an Astro site up to our standards. chrissx. It's not great, but it works, and it's okay built. It's like modern Astro, and it does things properly. So I would say that's kind of a role model for how to properly build an Astro site. So now let's open up our cans and start. I actually managed to blow some. Okay. Whatever. Let's get the screwdriver out the way. Drinking with lipstick on is always fun because you always fear you might ruin it. It looks pretty okay today, actually. My lipstick looks pretty okay. That's surprising. Like, my lipstick regularly doesn't look so great. So now we can start with the actual work. Just one note. We don't have music right now. That will probably change for like the Oktoberfest streams. I just haven't thought too much about what music to play, what can I play, what should I play, etc. I will spend the time at some point to figure it out. Otherwise, we could just listen to my music or music from people I'm friends with. but all of that is in German, except we could listen to Tranarchy. People I'm friends with, well, not too sure about that. I actually do not know what our relationship currently is. Tranarchy is like half German too. Like some tracks are in English, some are like instrumental, so yeah. Either way, I don't know what I can play actually on Twitch and what I can't. I know that people used to play a lot of copyrighted music on Twitch, but I don't think they do that anymore. What's the indent for this? Is this like 2 space indented? Is that who came up with that? That's not how VS, yeah, that's not how my VS Code would format it. Why is it like that? Do we have like a... I only think we have like this. This is actually something we should include this. This makes sure that everyone has the extension automatically installed and recommend. I don't think it automatically installs it, but like it tells VS Code to please install it. Yeah, this version thing we don't need. We don't even need the name, I believe. Just let's leave it out right now. Also, we don't need Preact right now. We will need the CM designs at the very least later. We need Astro, and that's it. We want to switch to Astro. TS config, we don't need a config. And config, we also don't need that technically, I think, but we should have it. Just not with the integration. Integrations is an empty array. This is not that, and that's, oh, it's a JavaScript file, not a JSON. Yeah. JSON unfortunately doesn't even have half. That's the wrong way. Wow, I said that's the wrong way around. Unfortunately, it doesn't even have that thing. So I'm not sure whether we can just build everything with Astro now, but we might be able to. Oh shit, there are like ROTI and videos are like 2 folders I could show you, but I also could not. Not too sure about that. Also the streams, just saying, the streams thing probably will need to be updated, because now we're like, I want to put the VODs and archives and everything of all the streams here on the I don't know where I'll put it, but they will be available. It's just an interesting question, like how it will go. I don't know. So I don't know, maybe how is the directory structure again? Source and then pages. I'm pretty sure if I just make those, is that how you do it? Yes. I'm pretty sure if I just make that, and of course we will have some components. That's not what I meant to do. No. Components. Also I can already npm run dev. So I have a dev, so I don't. Maybe I didn't even npm I. I think I didn't even npm I. Also, will take my scrunchie off. Let's have a look. Shall we? This will take ages because it's JavaScript and it's npm. Should have used bun, I guess. Nah. Pretty sure I won't for the time being. I have zero idea what the deal with that is. I can't move. Okay, I can. Then streams goes in there, like things that are still under development. Again, like that, no, like that videos or that RTI thing you can see there. That's still under development, kind of secret, and I won't tell you what it is. And yeah, I don't know whether I should put that JavaScript lib thing there. I don't know what will work. That's kind of the funny thing. I don't know what will work and what won't. I'll just kind of try to put everything there, because I could put things that I want untouched for the time being in public. That might be the right choice, actually. I could not. I think like either way is fine, but you're supposed to put it in public. I don't know. So okay, that's like 404. I believe the 404 page is also probably handled by Astro. I'm not sure, but I think. Like they do actually have some documentation. Oh, okay. Yeah, here. You can see custom 404 error page. You can create a 404.astro or 404.md in source pages. A little bit of 404.html. Most deploy services will find and use it. Not sure actually whether our things are finding it. I'm not sure. No, it just gives the default 404. I'm sorry for flashbanging you, by the way. I'm very sorry. Apologies. Okay, so I don't know. Let's have a look. Maybe at this. Like, I'm not sure whether I not sure whether I should just rename all the HTML files to .astro. Probably the right call. Also, git ignore needs the effing node modules, and package log is like a debatable thing. You might wanna, but you might not. So when we try to just Astro run Astro dev, yeah, those are not valid pages. You need to put all of that somewhere else. I do not know where though. That's an interesting problem. Let's put all the things it complains about in public. No, not there actually. In the root, I believe. So CSS is not fine. For the row, for ASC, where is the ASC? That's interesting. Is it here? Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. And because the CBT is now ended, we can actually take down all of that content. The problem is I'm too lazy to rewrite it right now. I might just move the CBT directory to there. Yeah. And CSV files, that has problems with that. How do I do this? I believe if I want to add build time import them, I can just put them wherever. Let's, for the time being, put everything that it can't compile into public. Let's look at ICO, PNG, TXT, and CSV. So we still have, here we have some CSVs. These are TXTs, yeah. And then we have a PNG and an ICO file. Okay. So now let's have a look. Okay. We're at Astro 3.1 already. Were there some release notes? I would really like to know what they changed. I would be interested in that because actually, like, Astro releases so often, kind of hard to get, hard to keep up, not get up. Hard to keep up sometimes with their many releases. Add a new image to endpoint setting to allow using custom endpoint indefinite. Okay. Add support for AVIF. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. You can import AVIF. That's not. I mean, it's hardly useful. Using it as like an export thing, as a serving in AVIF would be preferable because it's like size optimized, obviously. So serving my images in AVIF would be much more useful, but it's still cool. I actually don't know whether that's possible or not, but I assume it isn't. And yeah. So let's have a look at all of these things. That's the index. So let's first open up. That's not how I wanted to open it up, actually. Like this. So here we see the old site. Nothing's changed. It's an HTML file. What do you expect? What we can do now, change it. Also change this, because this can also be an Astro file. And nothing should have changed, actually. Nothing has. That's good. And now the main question. Oh god, I'm seeing this hack here right now, and like NBSP to make sure things have a space is not a bad idea. That's kind of how you're supposed to do it. That's like spec compliant. But using it for these things, you should just do it another way. But that's us currently. We currently don't do things properly. So the least we can do here is use the fav icon from me, actually. This project from me that y'all should be using because it's very good. It generates favicons for all sizes that browsers tend to like, both for the like Apple Touch icon and for the normal favicon. And yeah, that's like, and also the MS application thing for like IE something or Edge or I don't know. Yeah, that's like a simple thing that was for me just missing from the ecosystem up until this point. I actually need to sneeze. That's interesting. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we can just use the base layout from CM Designs. Oh, that's cool. The import worked very nicely. I'm pretty sure we can just use that because that does everything that you want to do for a basic page. Like it has a bit more than what is basic. We might have a major revision of the CM Designs where base layout or something with another name is reduced to something very basic, because this is not as basic as maybe you might want it to be. It has some things that are like CM specific, which makes sense because it's like the CM Designs package, but I would like to use it for some other things, and there I can't because the footer is like the main thing that you might not want to have in the base layout. Also, I think I wanted to insert something in the head, but I don't remember. For this right here, I think the description might be missing. I can actually just check this out. I might leak something right now. I mean, I'm kind of, but I'm also not. Let's have a look at CM designs. This is not like committed or something, but description. Oh, we do actually have the description thing. We do have the view. Yeah, we do have far less than is in there, I believe. Right? The theme color. The theme color, we might want to consider adding that at some point. Let me add that as a to-do item. Like, I believe here is appropriate, whatever, English. So add a theme. We should add that here as like a parameter. So we can go back to this, and then we can do the first great thing. We should probably that's the first thing. We should probably do a proper design thing, layout, whatever thing. Also, I want to check that body class index thing. What does it refer to? What is the... Okay. Wait. Wait. First of all, I'm pretty sure... No. No. I wanted to say something that's wrong. This is like... This is it. H3s and H4s have a margin of... What is the default margin? I think it's like 8. Like if I remove this, what does change? Does anything? Oh, yeah, something does change, definitely. But that's like such a small thing. Holy shit. Like, that's so dumb. Just put that. I mean, that's what our styles are for. That's why you say H3 and H4. And then you say margin that. And then you're done. And then you don't need this. And index is used nowhere else, so we can now just remove that. That's a good thing. We want less of that. Oh, the CM logo thing that was initially supposed to be part of the CM designs package, and it still isn't. Initially, when I played around a bit with stencil to make that, that was part of what I did. So, yeah, I think that like all makes sense. Like the thing is like the style sheet import thing. We need to put that somewhere else, of course. Is there some way to include styles and CSS? Like you can just do inline CSS, but that's not what I want to do. Like, where like can I import a CSS file? That's kind of my external styles. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, I can deal with that. So I can import style from ... public style. I can just import it. Oh, that's really cool, actually. That's a cool way to phrase that. Like, oh, that's even more cool. It tells me here that I can just do it like that. Yeah, Okay, to import it as a URL, I need to tell it that, because to import it as not a URL, I first would need to for some reason this is now different. That's the H4, but I typoed it. And now it's good. Hey, the more you know. That's great. So now, I mean, like all of this could just be Markdown. Like in general, this whole index page could probably be MDX if you wanted to. But that's not what we're at right now. Right now this can't be MDX yet. But what we can do is throw up this. I think we can't. Sorry for flashbanging you. You will stay flashbanged for a moment. I'm sorry. It doesn't work. That's cool, I guess. But why? It doesn't tell me. I mean, does it have like a... Doesn't it like in somewhere somehow yeah, it like yeah, it says it wants to script mod. It doesn't get that. That's a start. Okay. I somehow need to. I think you can like. Maybe the styles folder is for this. Maybe it will just work. I do not know. Hello? Yeah. Maybe that will just work. It does work for this side. Does it work for the... Yeah, that's like, that's the 404 page you're supposed to see. Like, that's the actual 404 page. The wiki has also been down for a long time. Why do we still have that on there? Streams, that's also not available. What's available? Policies. Yeah, not everything is... Yeah, that's not how it's supposed to be. Great. So, not like that. So it works for this side, but it doesn't work for the other ones. I first need to update the other ones. That's always great, of course. The favicons, I think I remember how we do them now. I just want to check to be sure. We do import them as a PNG from // okay, from there. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. It's a simple thing. It's, yeah, everything's good. Favicons are, fortunately, because of moi, saved a what do I want to say? A solved problem. That's what I wanted to say. Favicon from favicon. So, now we can basically get rid of all of this. We don't need that anymore. We don't need that either. We don't need the body part. We don't need anything, really. Like, this body tag can be replaced with base layout. The HTML can just be removed. This can be removed. And we need a few props, of course. First of all, lang is en, favicon is, I'm not sure whether we can write it like that. Sometimes you can, in React I believe you can't, here you can, that's pretty cool. Title, I don't remember. What's the title? Critics Media, lol. Yeah, copyright start, that's an interesting question, 2018 I believe. I'm not too sure about that, but 2018 sounds right. That's it, first of all. We do have an optional thing that is description that we can pass. We used to have it, so we'll need to check what it was. That's a problem with deleting things that you don't know afterwards what you deleted. That. Yeah, we can add that. And like that, half of what we're doing here belongs in a standardized like default layout. But we don't have that yet. We should create that now. So layouts, I believe, is the thing called. And then we can create a layout.abstract. And then that's our great layout. And then we can say that we, at the time being, I'm not sure whether we can just import this and then it works. I don't know. But let's try. Not that. Right here. We can get rid of this. We can get base layout, the favicon, this. Title is a variable, so we want to export interface props, and we want a title that's a string. And that's it, basically. That's it. So we will give this a title. And then children, I believe, is the thing. And the header, we will fix it, of course. But that's like the... Oh, I need to also const title equals astro.props. And so now we have our props, aka the one prop. And that's, yeah. I mean, 2018, for some sites, 2018 is not the copyright start, but that's like the... what we'll say, because like, at the very least, like the name chrissx Media and the general look of the like the font and stuff for like the how the name is written and stuff, that has been consistent. So at least that part. And yeah, to present, of course. And so we can use our new layout here, because we can import our layout from layouts layout. We don't need any of that, we just need the title part, nothing else, and we can leave out the header. And we should be able to leave these things out now too, and now you can pray to whatever god you believe in. It doesn't work. That's a good start. I'm not sure. Oh, this is a big oopsie. Still doesn't work. How do you do children? Horse. That's not a sentence you... Slot. Children was something else. Children was in some other framework. I don't remember. Slot is what I meant to put here. Then it might work for that part. That's a bit better. And I might have fucked up the styles, I guess. I don't know why, but... Oh, I don't have a body. That's fun. That's always fun. No, I do have a buddy, huh? I think the style isn't applying. That's also a thing I maybe wanted to maybe consider improving about the base layout in the Zen Designs package. It already does a lot of styling. This is basically the default styling, and none of our CSS, or only like half of our CSS. And the CSS we imported here doesn't apply, or only in part applies. Possibly like the other CSS might override it. I don't think that's the case, but like, yeah, I think the base layout CSS overrides the custom CSS right here, and I'm not exactly sure what I should do about that. Yeah, I have this here. This is overridden by this. By these things. Like, I'm not too sure about everything right now, but I believe that's what's happening. I guess the best like I can do is put the, because this is the basically the global CSS styling. The best I can do right now, style is global, and put everything that we previously had in here, and just kind of hope everything works out, and doesn't. And I seriously, at this point, don't know why. We don't need to import the fonts. That's fortunately done by the base layout. But the base layout does set some styles that yeah, here it just does some basic styling. Like that's like nothing. It sets like, that's even like a bit weird to set that exact. Yeah, I should reconsider some of the choices made here. Like I might maybe this should just apply to HTML. And yeah, the rest is pretty sane, I guess. But yeah, the text decoration line is also maybe something for like the downstream layouts to handle. But what is happening here basically is we have our base layout setting a certain style and us not being able to override it. And I'm not too sure why that is happening, because that shouldn't happen really. So I will try to look at the things. Like it says here, this thing is overridden by this, but the problem is it isn't. Possibly it doesn't apply here, but it applies here because it's an A tag. Oh shit. Yeah, that's a fun thing. So I can get rid of this. Like the one thing I should put here is, because we need to be like more specific. It's like A and input. We also like, and we don't have input, so you can just say A. This right here applies. Yeah, and now it's I think as it used to be, or maybe it was, yeah, the text decoration. We might want to turn it back on, and now it looks just as it used to. Perfect except for the footer, and the footer we could leave it out, but we might wanna leave it. So now basically it looks just as it used to, just with some improvements. And yeah, we might wanna put that stuff in the common layout instead of the, I mean, I already kind of copied it, so just copy that over and then get rid of that file actually. Yeah, this will be like a kind of lengthy process still to get everything converged into Astro, but comparatively easy. After this one stream it should be done, even for like maybe my stuff, or let's have a look. We've been streaming for a few moments, half an hour I would say of work on this, and we're already making progress, good progress. Yeah, so like, of course, like for example, this should be a component. This BR probably shouldn't be necessary because BRs are like, should completely be eliminated from your designs if you know what you're doing. And this way of aligning is not good. Like there are many things I want to improve about this. Yeah, like the CSS includes a lot of like classes that we don't like. These color classes are, we have, I mean, we have variables for these colors in the base layout. I can show you base layout. We have these variables. We can like var cn red. I have some import. Oh, yeah. It doesn't work. That's always great. That's great. I don't know why that doesn't work. I could look up how to do this properly, but I don't think in anything I can show, unfortunately, because there's like a private I mean what, like private in the way of can't show you yet thing that I'm working on. That will be a pretty large site that, okay, I can tell you it's a replacement for the lyrics site, and that does it properly. But yeah, this I'm not sure how to properly do this. Again, I could look it up, but let's not right now. And then a lot of this stuff is like specific, like a lot of these, like for example the policy things, that's just styles of like one site of this thing. It should just be in there. And let's fix that. The 404 page, I mean, it's pretty simple. It should just be a simple import layout. Have the layout here with the given title. The title is that here, and that's that. And then this image that you should do like this. You could also have it as that's a thing that was actually added to the core of Astro in Astro 3. The image tag, I believe it's called, I think it's called image, yeah. That's like a better image thing that does like scaling and stuff. We don't need it. So now let's go to a 404 page. Yeah, that's like, if it was centered or something, like that doesn't look so bad. That looks better than before. That's kind of how things with this website should work, not how they used to. We do have this lib.js, which is like, which hurts, like it has use strict because it's like just JavaScript that isn't getting compiled. It isn't TypeScript. It's just JavaScript. It's not the worst JavaScript anyone ever wrote, but it's pretty bad. And it does like practically compile a markdown to HTML. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things about this. Like, yeah. So here, the policy side. That's interesting. We can do our typical import layout. This thing, layout title equals. It's funny, for some of them we have the chrissx media at the end, and for some of them we don't. That will also later be unified or whatever. It's just so much easier to see those issues if you actually can easily work on them. If you get what I mean. If you don't have to deal with all of this markup garbage, you just see the simple things. So yeah, we do have it like this. It's having these lang things on the diffs is kind of funny, but it's like the proper way to do things actually. I'm not even sure how the layout for this works. I just remember it works. That's pretty bad. Does the page look proper? Policies. It does actually. It does. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure whether that's like how it's supposed to be styled. I don't think so. That might again be a problem with the anchors, as they're called. I'm not too sure about that. But yeah, Mina told them to be. Oh shit! That's like we're now getting into where the base layout just shouldn't decide it. We're getting deep into that realm of the anchor shouldn't decide the base layout shouldn't decide it, because now we have to. We have something here. I don't remember what. That first of all we can do something. Policies. The typo was pretty funny. We can do that because yeah, Astro, we have a proper build thing, and we can do. I mean, yeah. Somehow I think the policies they don't have the other font thing, but we do have the other font here. Why do we? I don't know actually. This is like a CBT. Does this have the CBT tag? Does this have the CBT tag? Did I just overlook that, possibly? I did. This does have the CBT. That's very funny, actually. Like, this just shows you how bad the markup for all of this is because of, like, trying to reuse CSS. That's, like, really bad. Okay, so now... Yeah, now it looks like it... Now it looks how it's supposed to. That's how it's supposed to look. With now the proper header and footer and stuff. That's good. That's how it's supposed to look. So, I mean that already improves these sites by so much, and they're still horrible. Like. That's pretty awesome, honestly. Like I like Astro for this kind of stuff. now we will get into some fun things. I'm not sure how you're supposed to deal with. Is there like some way, some proper way to deal with CSV data? I don't think so. So it's like, and I mean, how do you do data in general? Data fetching, I guess. Yeah, remote. It's not remote. Like, it's local. Is there some like way? I mean, SSR. It's basically like SSR, but it's not SSR at all. I'm dumb. I'm sorry. It's I mean, content kinda, I guess, but also not really. I mean, I know how that works. I have started to use it for a thing. I can't tell you. Like, that's not what we want. So I will take the streams.csv and put it there. I believe. I believe that's how you could do it. And then put the. That's not how I can do it. Streams.astro. That sounds good. Put it there. And now I will have a lot of fun. Also, the favicon.ico can be removed. So, we have the streams here, and we do have this here. I'm not sure how to do proper SSG for that. Well, I think I'm like somewhat sure. Layout, not the base. Fuck you. I need to first tell it to import them. You don't know about the layout. Bitch, what's wrong with you? Layouts. Layout.astro. You dumb bitch. Layout. The fact that the body has the class HMMG is very funny in a bad way. So I think we will need a div for that. Simple solution. /div. I mean, it might even work in another way. I don't know. Like, this whole code, I believe, I should probably change. Because, yeah. Okay. This should work. Hopefully. And then we can do a title equals, it was actually live streams without DCM again, because we can't be consistent. Oh, I put this stuff in the onload. Oh god. That's like horrible, actually. Yeah, do I have for the HMMG? I believe I do have like CSS for that. So let's do that. That might actually possibly work in some alternate dimension. Is that actually, no, that's not a tab. That's interesting. This page doesn't need JavaScript anymore. Fucking liar. And maybe even I could put this in there, but I'm not gonna try yet. Also, I can do it like that. Also, I'm not sure whether everything is in English, so I might have to check on that later. But that's not the point right now. Yeah, I could TypeScript. Streams, that's now the interesting, not my watch is telling me things, but streams. No, an error occurred. Browser APIs are not available on the server. That's That's fine, TBH. Not too bad. That does mean though that we need to create element as in a way. That will be fun. So now we get to actually change this script to properly do things on the server, to be a proper SSG friendly script. First of all, change it to TypeScript and change it to TSX. I think I want. Or Astro. I don't know how you write like an Astro, just like a library function or something. I mean that's what a component is for. I think I want to keep it as lib.ts at first. I don't think I want that even. Like I would want JSX, but I can't get JSX because I can't. I think I just want a component for a table. Like that's all I want, really. So I just want a table.astro file. Let's be real for a moment. I need this code, but I need to use it in a completely different way. Like this is my server-side code basically. But of course, I can't use like any of that. So what I want is a here. Look at this. Like I'm manually creating HTML elements here. That's not how you're supposed to do anything really. That's an interesting bug. What did that do? Oh, an emit abbreviation. That's never a good sign you're doing anything properly. That was fun. So what we want to do is try to figure out what this code does. And I don't know. Can we replace... I don't think we can. This is horrible code. I'm very sorry for ever having written this. I believe all of this was written by me. I'm very sorry. So a table has a head and a body. And we need to create those. And then we need to add THs for each header. So like const headers equals like an empty list, let's say, for the sake of argument. And then we do a headers.map. For each header, we create a header and we put that thing in there. I think that's roughly what this code does. Yeah, that's like exactly what that thing does. That's cool. And then we take all of our lines and we the headers are passed in. Okay, that's good. So maybe I don't know what to make of this code exactly. But now we have a head and our body is filled with each line. So let's say we have a lines list, and then we take lines.map. For each line we create a, what's a TD, I believe? TR? Oh yeah, we first need a row and then we need like all of the elements as TDs. Yeah, that's pretty good. .map for each, do I have a name here? C for each cell? I don't know. X. Let's have a cell. That should work. Oh, yeah, it's a type never because let's do it like this. Now it understands how it works. Type never because it was an empty array. or an empty list rather, because we're working in JavaScript. And JavaScript doesn't have arrays. It does, kind of, but... And that's it, basically. I mean, ELT is the function that we're using. Maybe I need to put ELT in there. What is ELT? I mean, that just puts HTML... It's inner HTML... that's a funny thing. So I basically need to set HTML to X. Like X can contain HTML. Which, if this was user-generated input, if X was user-generated, like our lines were user-generated, that would be like a... not an XSS, right? Script in something. It would be something horrible security-wise. But since this is all and has always been like static content, it's actually fine. And it will never be used for anything else, hopefully. Yeah, okay. So that's basically like, we're basically emulating this make table function. Just with like the rest mixed in. Yeah. Why doesn't that work? Now TypeScript is happy. Okay. And I somewhere was using IDs to HTML for something, but probably not. No, not for anything related to table creation, which is better. So let's get this. Yeah, and render table is basically like the... I think... like... I think that render table function actually is also called something like render in React. It's the function that just inserts something into the DOM. In this case, literally, it just inserts something. React is more complicated, obviously. It has like a shadow DOM and stuff. So it just inserts a new table. Like, we don't need that. We don't need that for either. We don't need that at all. Download CSV tables, then again a convenience function. Put everything into convenience functions. Yeah, we can also stop doing that. So now we're basically left with that. Like that, we can just import a CSV, I think. We don't need this fetch CSV. Like, we do need a pre-process thing. IDs to... Why don't we need IDs to HTML again? Wasn't that like related to tables? No? Did I just look that? Wait, no, I'm in the wrong file. Was that not at all related to table? I need to check in the original. I'm sorry. I need to check this in the original right now because I'm not sure. This wasn't really... Where was it used then? It was used in the streams thing. Oh. So okay, that's even worse maybe. Okay, so let's not deal with that right now. Let's just do our tables. So we don't need that. We don't need the ELT anyway. We can't create elements. We don't do that. We don't need fetch because our files are local and we can import them. Basically, we just need our parameters. Now we don't need fetch CSV. We need the pre-processing though of that, I believe. Because I think we just want to pass in a CSV, either a CSV path or a CSV text. So we want export int replace props, and we want a CSV, and then we can get that CSV out, and then we can pre-process it with that fetch CSV thing. Like, it's actually almost exactly what we want, just raw, passed in, and that's it. Like, that's all we need. So we have like let in this case, headers and lines equals load CSV, I guess, of our raw CSV. And then we can get rid of that. And the raw CSV is a string, obviously. And we... I'm not willing to deal with the types right now. So that's basically what we're doing. And of course, then we can get rid of this altogether, because we can just like cut paste this in there and replace that with CSV. And the only thing we need to change is let. And that's it. That's it, I believe. I'm somewhat confused as to like that splice thing. Does that... It removes. Okay, that makes sense. So that should actually work. So we've just replaced a very dumb, complicated handwritten library with that does like JavaScript in the client to get a CSV file and render it as like HTML elements in the JavaScript, and replaced it with a very simple server-side statically generated thing. And that looks very promising. Like, I'm not 100% sure whether I did everything correct, but I think I did actually. Let's try it out. So we can import table from the components. I don't think we even need the lib anymore. I'm not sure. We need to import the streams from streams.csv. Can we import text? We can't import text files actually. Is there something yeah, there's nothing how you're supposed to do this properly, and probably there's nothing how to do it properly. So I don't know. There's like a million ways I could do this now. I think the simplest way is using fetch. Again, I said I didn't want fetch, but I mean const streams equals fetch this dot, I mean, I have to await it, dot then body, I believe. I think that should be it. That should be it, definitely. Here we have the problem. The table is custom, kind of, because we fetch the CSV and then render the table and we don't do it in one. Is there like a problem? Kind of. The current table only allows us to pass in a CSV, and that's not what I wanted. Here we don't pass in a CSV, we pre-process our lines. Funny thing though, that IDs to HTML function. Yeah, no, okay, we can't just keep that. We can't just use it. I believe this is the only file where this is used. At least that would make sense. We do now have a few different ways to deal with this. Either put the CSV parsing somewhere else. I think that's the best way probably. Or we just, I think let's just make a CSV table that does what we already do. Like let's make a CSV table that just does this part up, or like we can copy everything at first. And then we can take our existing table, uppercase table, and what we can do is we can, we don't even need to do it like that, we can just do it like that, and we can then do headers equals, oh no, we can't even do it like that, that's even better. Headers and lines. And for the normal table, you specify headers, a string array, and lines is a string array. I would, like, this needs to be of size X, and this also needs to be of size X. I don't know whether there's a TypeScript way to do this, like within Astro. There's probably a TypeScript way to do this because there's a TypeScript way to do everything. But I don't know. So headers, line, not Linus. Astro props, if I could spell. And yeah, that's like a very simple thing now. And what we do here is we have our now we haven't actually fixed the problem at hand because we still need to parse our CSV. That's good, I guess. So I guess we need a library function for that. I think libraries are best here. This is like the cleaning up of things. I think we want to keep that, I believe. Sounds kind of good. That's a complicated thing. This is like all of the what's the word I'm searching for? Like the separation of concerns, I believe is what I'm trying to say, is really poor in all of this code. So like this might not be the optimal way to do any of this, but I'm just trying. CSV string, and it gets you a string array and a string array. That's like, I mean, we can do it like that, and then I have to take that headers and lines. I did not mean to press whatever I just pressed. As also did not mean to click that. Okay. That's 8 indent. That's not what I want. I think I need an editor. config. Do we have an editor config in the KingCheck repo? We don't. Why does the formatting then work? What's up with that? I recently had to no, that's not what I wanted to show. I might be able to yes, this might be a good editor config. It still doesn't indent properly. Okay, it doesn't work. I do not have the slightest idea why it doesn't work. Who cares at this point? So this is like bad separation of concerns and stuff, and that's not properly. This should be like a JSX or something, but it's like a TypeScript file. You can't use JSX. It's like Astro. Bad things. It's just you can't. We should do this properly round. Who cares? So where do we continue? The streams. So we can now import parse CSV from lib, if I'm not completely mistaken. And what does the indent? Oh, holy fuck, I don't want this at this point at the very least. We can now parse our CSV dot then parse CSV or add its lines. Why doesn't it accept that? Oh fuck, I might have the body is not the. Oh, how do you text? There's some tag. Yeah, that's okay. That's good. The fetch API is like a good API, but it still sucks, obviously. So the diff streams, I believe in there we have a table. No, not like that actually, like that. And we have headers and we have lines. That's good. We don't need a CSV table. We just do CSV parsing. It's like 5 lines or something. It doesn't matter. And okay, like we're making small progress. This is not easy to fix because the original solution was pretty horrible as well. And so I'm trying to do my best at improving it. I mean, that's not any of what we need. What we need is like this. I'm not sure whether that works actually, but it should probably. Let's see. We can't. npm run dev. So browser APIs are not available. Oh, we still import this. We don't need it anymore. That's cool. Why? You know the file is there. Why can't you I thought that's how you were supposed to include files in Astro. Like data fetching is obviously like that uses fetch too, but you use fetch for I don't know which page to go to for looking this up, but or imports, I guess. Yeah, supported file types. Okay, like supported file types is like CSV is not a supported file type, but yeah, that means you can't import it. That doesn't mean you can't fetch it, right? Can you not fetch things that are, oh god, like okay, that's like not great. Where does slash point to exactly? Only to public, or I guess we can try to put the streams in the public. No, that doesn't work either. Are you fucking kidding me? I do not know how to properly I hate Safari. Like, tab groups are still broken. I hate this fucking browser. Astro read file, yeah. I searched this once before. Like data fetching, yo. Is that what I... That's what I just came from. Yeah, I looked at that. Glob is kind of the how you're, I guess, supposed to do it, but yeah, glob is not necessarily what I want. Can I just get a single file? Not. Do I have to use glob for a single file? How do I just import one file? If I just want to import one file, how do I do that? I can't use import because import doesn't work. So how do I just import one file? There has to be a way to do this. Like, I can use these import things, but I don't know them, and that sucks. Import meta, like, I don't know what import meta exactly does. I don't know. Like, can I import something like that? Can I don't think I can. This is, all of this is very horrible. Like, that's where you run into walls with Astro. Like, I think... Has someone already tried to do that? Astro import CSV. Somebody has to have tried. No. Are you fucking kidding me? Astro's project structure. Maybe that is like a maybe that can help me. MJS you're supposed to call the config. Okay, that's outdated, I believe. I believe the create doesn't do that anymore. So you have your public, your source, components, layouts, pages, styles, and you have your stuff. Yeah. Yeah, like that doesn't help me. I do not know how to properly import a CSV file, and that's a problem because I need to import a CSV file. Yeah, JSON imports are trivial because you can just import the JSON as far as I know. Like, that's not a big thing. You can just import JSON. I know that. That's cool, but nobody like, that's not new to anybody. That's... I know content collections. I don't want to do that. That's the docs on GitHub. And that's not even a current link. That's very dumb. Yeah, like, I don't think anyone has ever answered how to do this. So we have a few ways of dealing with this. One of them is to just give up and cry. Good option though. Others would be to I don't know, what could we try? We could try to load the file somehow, but I do not know of a way, and that's very sad. And like, why is there no raw read a file thing? I'm not even sure whether it supports like the I mean, that's kind of a... I always forget how the thing is called. Node.js read file. I've looked this up a few times. I'm still not fs dot thing. Not file system, fs. Read file sync. I'm still not sure about whether it supports that. The file's right there. What do you mean you can't read it? Like, it says it can't find fs, but clearly it can, and that doesn't do anything. The file exists, I believe, if I typed it correctly. Yeah. The file exists right here. What do you mean you can't find it? Like, I can put it right here if you want to. You want me to. Now it works, or what? No, it doesn't. And it doesn't for reasons that I cannot comprehend. Because, again, all of that is supposed to work. Like, including that fetch thing. That fetch thing is also supposed to work. I mean, invalid URL is not very, failed to parse URL. You're supposed to be able to fetch local URLs in this. That's really, really fucking weird. I don't know what to do at this point. Really, the most realistic option at this point, and that is like the annoying, bad, and boring option, is to put everything not in a CSV file, but in something else. And that's not a good idea. I don't know what else to make this other than a CSV. Like a markdown file, I guess. Like, actually a markdown file might be like the proper solution. That would why are there spaces? The fuck? What happened? I think, like, with the great markdown support in Astro, that might be the correct solution. Might just wanna do a replace of that. And then, yeah, is it all correct? I believe. So now we can rename it to the markdown file. There's no... What markdown formatters are there for VS Code? Markdown table pretty... That sounds like something I want right now. Mm-hmm. Oh, cool. Yeah, it actually did what I wanted. Like, it prettified my table. That's cool. I don't know whether that will do what I wanted to, but it might. So will just have to try. Because now I believe we can import it as like a... I'm not sure whether Markdown files are by default served. We will see. Or we rather won't, but yeah. I guess we can put it here. And now it will be really boring because it will be really easy. Streams from, or maybe uppercase actually, from streams.md. Oh, yeah, there's like 5,000 things. What exactly? No. I mean, what? How do you... Oh, fuck you, Astro. How do you import a Markdown file again? Markdown. What's the problem? Why can't I import? We got local. I didn't read it. I'm very sorry. I don't have a local declaration, do I? I didn't think. I did have a local declaration of streams. What? I don't see one. I had an uppercase stream local declaration. What? I seriously didn't see it. I don't know. Because of the page. Okay, I'm done. Okay, so I can... This is a function? It isn't, right? It's like a something. There is like a page that shows you how to properly do this. But I don't remember where to look, so... Let's just try. Like, I could even look at another project I have. Just look at it, figure it out. I won't. I think this can just be done simply. I think you need to call it as a function, don't you? Yeah, you need 3 arguments, right? I think it's just an HTML thing. Is there some way to modify? Yes, there is, I know that. But is there some way to modify the... I think I can import the table from there. Do that. Simple as that. And now we don't have the IDs to HTML thing. We might want to put that in the streams.md file. Yeah. So that's basically like what we wanted, just not properly. And yeah, there is some way to do this better. And I don't remember. Oh, hi, Jonathan. Also, also in the stream once. Nice to see you. Okay. So basically we need to do something with this Markdown file and with other Markdown files possibly to pre-process it to replace those IDs right here with like a bunch of links. And there is some way to do this. The problem is I forgot where to look as well. I think it's like in the Markdown and MDX. That's where it is. You can here you can put the layout. That might be an interesting thing. I don't actually know whether there's like a proper way to just replace some random ass things in there. We might actually just have to put links in. I mean, that's not so bad. Yeah, all of that is cool. And here's how to import Markdown. I was just struggling with that. Yeah, you don't need to spell it like that. You can leave that part out. And yeah, sure, you can. Yeah, you can do a bunch of interesting things, but I don't think you can do what I'm trying to. You can do the content and you can take the raw. I forgot how to do it, but I recently did something where I had to get the raw Markdown. Yeah, and MDX is Markdown, like Markdown plus XML, like the same way that JSX is JavaScript in XML. Twitch deleted your JavaScript code. I don't. I just see 3 asterisks. Yeah. MDX is cool and all. It's basically just like Markdown, because I mean Markdown is supposed to be compiled to HTML, and then it's like that. You can use plugins. How, like, can you write a plugin trivially? Like just a plugin in your project or something? I don't think you can. So yeah, I don't think we will be doing that. I think the simplest solution is just to I think like there are a few simplest solutions. We will be using MDX though. We will be using MDX actually. We will be using MDX, and or I think we will. Let's see, because I think the simplest solution is to I don't think I will find it right now. I think the simplest solution is to have like a I mean, we have this function right here where we take all the IDs and we split them apart, and for each one we generate a link, and they are all separated by new lines, right? We can just do that. There are a few ways to do this. There's one simple way that's just replacing a bunch of stuff. I don't know, like what do we want to call it? Stream link dot astro, and then we can make a. Can you take the content of a slot as text and replace on it? I don't think you can. So let's just make an export interface props with the link as a string, and our link as our props. And then what we can do is we can basically just take that code. Like, that's the simplest solution, also kind of the worst, but like that's link dot. Like, we're basically pretending we're taking one link and we're just taking a bunch of links, and then yeah, that's we need a fragment here. And we put in X, and we put in Y, and we put in a BR. That should be it. That's the worst solution to this problem, but I think it works. So let's try it. Import stream link from, or we can call this like an SL just for like shorthand. This is really horrible what we're doing here, but this is like, I think, the best way to do it. Yeah, and then we can take all of this and just, again, I wish there was like a solution, but I don't think there is one. I also don't think there is a solution to move my cursor to the end of everything right now, so, oh shit, didn't want to do that. Link equals, and then opening, and then that includes a bunch of spaces. That's not good. That's not what we want to do. How much? Not. That's not so complicated. Let's do it properly for once. Like, I think this will at least work. I assume, kind of. Right now it's throwing a bunch of expected errors. That's like a good start. And now, where does it, in the second line? Okay, I think I don't understand how MDX works. So I think I should check how it works. Oh, you have to, are you all fucking crazy? Okay, apparently you do it like this. You don't? I don't get it. What? Huh? I don't think I understand. I don't think I understand MDX yet. Is there some like can someone explain MDX to me, please? Yeah. Yeah, what's the problem? That's what I was trying to do. What's the problem? I do not get why my code then doesn't work. Like, I'm doing a table. Does it maybe only recognize the other kind of table? I didn't make it like a thing table, a fancy kinds table, this table. Ah, I pressed the wrong keys. Maybe it doesn't. It doesn't understand what the fuck is going on. Hi. It's a syntax error. What the fuck? Like, it does not understand the fact that we're in... But why doesn't it? Isn't that like the way it's supposed to be? Where is the... Is there a playground? That's cool. Yeah, why doesn't it work? I'm really confused right now. Because I mean I have an import statement here and then I'm trying to write markdown, but it won't let me. Is there something I'm missing? I don't think so. This is really, really weird. Oh, that's interesting. There's possibly using the code thing, we could just I'm pretty sure if we use a code block, inline code block, we could just do it completely differently. Let's do it completely differently again, because that sounds a lot better actually if I can get it to work. Like I want to first check whether I'm crazy in terms of like understanding MDX. I just kind of first want to understand hi.mdx. Like, does MDX work? Import. I don't even have syntax highlight. Like, that's so dumb. Come on. Yeah, search marketplace extensions, please. Give me a... There, you can't tell me there's no MDX. Like, there's a deprecated MDX. There's an official MDX extent. That's cool. Oh, fuck you. Download extension. There's some way to install this. I don't remember how to. Extensions. That brings me here. That's useful. Install VSIX. Yeah, Microsoft extensions are only available on the official store, and the official store is shit. So now I get no syntax highlighting at all. That's even more helpful. That's very cool. That's cool. Now I get syntax highlighting. Now at least it shows me everything's correct. Okay. Let's say import import streamlink from components stream link.astro. Let's say that, and then let's stream link equals hi. And then let's at the very least make a, or let's put that in there. Maybe we can try to go there and see whether that works. Yeah, okay, that's interesting. Or MDX? No. Doesn't like that. That's not clickable? That right here is not click. Okay, that's dumb. We should make the logo clickable. That's like a to-do instantly in the layout. Yeah. That's like adding a link. That's like a 2-minute thing. I guess then we need type astro, import hi from I'm dumb. hi.mdx. And then render hi. And then we can see nothing. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, it has a hi tag that isn't used. I think I might have to call this something else. This is just not working at all. Oh, fuck me. I need to install the integration. Okay, wow. That's actually like my fault for being dumb, but like could have told me earlier. Okay, wow. So that's the problem. I forgot to install the MDX extension. I don't remember how to install integrate. I think there's like a thing you can do. Yes. MDX might just work. Yes, I want to. That sounds interesting. MDX import into the... Yes, that sounds good too. Okay, now we have MDX support or what? I'm very sorry for not noticing that. That is like the fun stuff. Cannot find mod... Are you dumb? It is right here. Are you kidding me? / maybe. I don't think so. Indeed it is. Ah, fuck you. Okay, that's half good. It is not a link for some... I think I might have forgotten that. Yeah, it might have been like the actual... somewhere else in the chain that might have gotten turned into a link. Like the lib has code for that, I believe. It doesn't. Something I believe had code for that. So it's like not really bad. It's just it like code is missing, which is okay. So what I find interesting is that you can do custom what was it called again? Custom components. Is there like docs? Is there a way to search in... Yeah. I mean, das ist aber, glaube ich, nicht das, was ich will, oder? Ich glaube, das ist alles nicht so, was ich möchte. Das ist vielleicht, was ich möchte. Ich glaube, das ist, was ich möchte. Tatsächlich. Ich möchte das nur anders. Das hat mir jetzt nichts gebracht, das zu lesen im Endeffekt. Ich glaube, das ist, was ich möchte. Also beziehungsweise ich muss halt... provider imports, I believe that has the... That is an example. I'm really confused by the stocks. By these stocks. Like... Okay. Maybe I have types for that. Export const components equals... Maybe this has TypeScript support. That would be cool, but I don't think it has. That's always good. I don't know what the components are. There we have a table of components. Oh, that's cool. Block quote is not the... I want something sim... Yeah, that looks Can I only do an inline comment for simplicity? I don't think I can. I don't think I can. I can just do code. Okay, that's useful. That's useful. So I think I can do what I want to do with that. Like, I think I can just say code is an SL, and then it puts my code into the SL, I assume, or something. Or something, I don't know. Props, site slot, yeah. Can you somehow pull the content out of a slot? Because if you can do that, that would be very nice, because then, yeah, that's like, is there full documentation on components? Slots. That's great. Yeah. Is there a way for me to modify the child? I assume that will be hard, because... Oh no. You can have named slots. That's very cool. I actually didn't know about that. I might want to use that in layouts when we can have both things that go in the head and in the body. That is very cool, actually. That's very cool. Yeah, fallback content. Transferring slots? What do you mean? Yeah. Yeah, that's it. So basically, we don't have a solution because it gets passed as an HTML into, like, for a slot, and I don't think we can do anything with that, because, I mean, we can only put it in a slot or into, like, the slot of a child element. And so I don't think it is, like, possible to change what the text, for example, is. Maybe I should try to look this up specifically. Change content of slot. People must have looked this up, I'm very sure. Yeah, I'm like, nobody has said anything about this on the internet ever. That's very great. Okay, this is like making my life harder again. Because that means I probably can't improve this. Which is sad, because, I mean, we have these ugly links. But that's the best we can do, apparently. Better take what we can get. Like, this is something where it actually got worse, because Astro doesn't just allow me to import an arbitrary file. That's very sad. Yeah, cool. I need to go here like that. VS Code more. I don't have an MDX formatter. Let's use Prettier. I haven't used Prettier in a while. I think Prettier sucks, doesn't it? It formats my code. Let's put backslashes here. You fucking kidding me? I don't want those backslashes. I want my stuff to work. And because I will put it in a string anyways. This is like oh god, I typed one too many arrowstone. Everything's going downhill. Okay. So. So, yeah, that looks okay, I guess. I mean, it's not good, but we have the links now. I mean, we can do even more funny things. I mean, we can do a bunch of fun things. Like, if it is a YouTube link, we can make it a YouTube link. Like, then we can just take an like an actual link to this here, like that. So it's just a link. That looks cool. That has style issues. Actually, I think I should just now I shouldn't show the publishing, I think, on stream, but I should just I think that needs a bit of thought, and I don't think thought is like what we should do on the stream. But I would like to try to obviously fix the base layout. Like it has that whole A and input thing that it has its reasons to put it there, I think. But you shouldn't put it there. No. The base layout should be more basic. Like what it is currently would be better suited for like a CM style layout. The base layout should be really basic. Yeah. Including a slot for the header, for the head. Yeah, that's really interesting. I will have a look at that later. So that is interesting. Yeah, articles, in terms of articles, I don't know how smart. I did not intend to drag that there. What the fuck? Yeah. Articles dot astro. It might be smart enough to get that this is a thing and that these are also in the same directory. It might do it properly. Let's see. So all of this is like yeah, these articles also I think they're for purely historic reasons on the CM page. They maybe should be on my personal homepage. Maybe. Yeah, I should consider that. Also, this should be a German page. Yeah, that's like a to-do. And make everything German, I guess. I don't know whether I will have English language articles. Base layout. No, not base layout. The fucking layout. Not base layout. I'm stupid. Stupidly. Layout. Yes, sir. Layout. We need the title. That's articles. Again, not with the chrissx media included. And that can be all deleted. And we have that. As simple as that. Again, another candidate for just being a markdown. I think I could straight up write that in markdown and everything would be fine. Like I'm like one annoyed or whatever, or one awake, I guess. I'm getting a bit EP. One awake away from just trying to do it. Actually, like the links here might have been broken. I think I will change these to absolute links because I'm not sure how it will be layout. All of this is like wrong. All of the links here are wrong. That's horrible. Let's hope everything's fine now. Also, this table, like the way that it's laid out, I don't see. It's only as wide as it's. It needs like a width 100%. Why it doesn't have that, I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty good looking. That's not half bad. I assume that yeah, you can go to these sites. You can read this in the same. Yeah, the fixed version should also be available for this. Also, why is this spelled with an OE? Like, just spell it like that. I think I should make a fixed version of that as well. Yeah, that's also a to-do, I guess. That's also to do. Yeah, that's interesting. And you could put these things into components and whatever, but I think just putting it in a markdown file is like a pretty good solution because there won't be many more articles. And also you could put this into like the Astro content things, like that's like what the Astro content things are for. But then possibly links could break, and I don't want links to break because then I need to fix them. I believe all of these are referenced in the term, and I would need to fix the links there, which is also possible, but I don't want to. I don't want to fix them. I don't want to have to fix anything. I would like things to just work. But that works now. That's cool. Now we have like the CBT part is really a hard, like a tough nut to crack, I guess. Because okay, we can see whole CBT but Astro thing. That's not a big deal, or at least it shouldn't be. It kind of is. Also, we're using KTech. Oh, that's interesting. Is KTech on NPM? Because then we can do amazing shit. Like, I assume it is, yeah. That also reads very interesting. I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Is there like an Astro KTech solution? There might be a solution for this. Yeah. In markdown pages, and there is like a component. It has been archived. Are you kidding me? There also, I just saw another GitHub issue. I'm showing you my, yeah, but that doesn't matter, like all of that was on stream anyways. I'm showing you my search history, basically, my web history. Astro / K-Tech, what is there, like an Astro K-Tech thing? Um, uh, um, okay. How to create an astro-LaTeX component. That sounds interesting. How to create, like that's very dumb. That's a very dumb thing to say. How to create, like just create one and put it on NPM. Are you dumb? I don't want to have to deliver. Okay, the style sheet is fine, but I don't want to have to deliver the rest. Yeah, import KTech from KTech, and that's fine. That's like fine. But that's an example of where we need to put something in the head, and that's a limitation that we currently have. So we can't use the normal layout here, and also we can't use the layout because it assumes lang en. I hate this. Oh my god, we have so many fronts on which we need to improve. Like that's so crazy. That's like so many learning, so many things to just spend like 5 months on after the stream. That's very good. Like I have again after the stream, like in the evening when I'm just casually chilling out watching YouTube or something and programming, I have quite a bit to do actually. That's not bad. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I think like let's first do the KTech part. After that, I would like to afterwards I would like to switch over to my website because I think that could be potentially easier. I might have like local changes, I might have things, but you've seen how small it is. Pause. It's easier to do with that one. Like it's a simple layout, everything is simple, everything is easy. It's a bunch of copy pasting and then it's done. Like that that should be a very simple, easy thing. Yeah, that whole get elements by class name part and stuff. That's not what we can't do it that way, but like there's no, I'm showing you something. I don't think that's necessarily bad, but yeah. Okay, yeah, here's a component. Why don't you put that component on npm? Why? Like, do I need to maintain another package? I think we won't finish this right now because I got a notification from my bank. That's not essential. That's not urgent. I think so. The correct word. Yeah, I think that is something to be dealt with later. I will probably later today or maybe at another point in time. I will actually spend the time to make a KTech Astro thing and to fix the designs and all of that nice stuff. What we will do now is when was my I think chrissx is like a name like that would make it possible to say it's like copyright from 2017, but all of these things like the email empfangen sound. That sounds actually like, I mean, that is included in the copyright kind of. When was that created? I don't remember, TBH. Okay, let's make this a simple thing, like cvit we have here and stuff, and this is also like a cvit site. Very simple, npm install, npm run build. I really want to speed run this right now. Let's say we will be done with this stream before we hit the 3-hour mark. So that means like we have half an hour for this site. We will crush it. New.chrissx.de package.json dot let's change this a bit. Yes, yes. npmi, this will take a minute. What's the license for? AGPL. We always do AGPL for these things. GitHub still doesn't have mentions for reasons that are beyond me. So I will just include the link to my profile there. We do have a CSS file, we do have an HTML file, we do have a favicon, we do have, I believe, the favicon as a PNG, and we do have a 404 page, which is not interesting. I believe like the 404 page, we could just, let's just remove the 4, like realistically, nobody's gonna hit it anyways. We could redirect to the other. There are millions of reasons to not do this. We should add a git ignore. We should delete this. We should do node modules. Still 8,000 changes, huh? No, 7. That sounds a bit more realistic. The package log I would also... I know people will disagree with this, but I tend to not commit those. So that should be it for those changes, and now we can start the fun stuff. Okay, I forgot to... No, I forgot to... Pages. And there we can put our index page. Simple as that. Since we only have one page, that bad style sheet can live here. We don't even need to make it like global or anything. That we won't need soon. TM. And we can, like, this is the favicon. This is just a PNG of it. Since we have the favicon thing, we don't need the ICO file. We won't need, at least, the ICO file. We can just rename that to, for sake of simplicity. We can remove the ICO file because, like, every browser supports PNG somehow a bit, like better than some ICO files, because that's ICO sometimes is like a PNG basically. Sometimes it isn't. It's like very weirdly non-supported things. Base layout. Am I? Oh, I'm in HTML file. Astro. From CM Designs. That's not good. Let's take a moment for that. Also, I wanted to copy another thing, and that is from here, the .vs code. I think that's good. I like the .vs code to make sure everything's treated correctly. And then we can take a base layout and we can take all the things we need. Again, copyright start. Like, I don't know, like the pages were split in 2021, I believe. So let's just say 2021. Favicon, we will have one in a moment. In this very moment. Bevican. And lang is yen. And the title is written here. And we do have a description, actually. I'm getting another notification from my bank. That's interesting. Description. Both were expected. Yeah, and I mean that's it. That's it, literally. And we can base layout here. This. I mean, and that's kind of it. Like, we just simplified the page a bunch. We can now remove the style sheet thing. Now we need to put all our static public. We need to put our this file in there. I mean, that's it. Again, the 404 page is yeah, we don't need it. Like, let's just not have it, at least for now. I mean, you might want to add it back, but then I guess it would be like a CM white for a full page, and then it would go in the CM design, so I don't want to leave it here right now. Formatting, will that changes a lot. Yeah. Let's not do that right now. Let's not format our code. Yeah, that was like a speed run right now. Less than 10 minutes to get this, like, I think, properly into Astro. I mean, yeah, okay, the style is kind of broken. I didn't like, I think I did it like, let's look at my website. I actually have like the default colors? Or what? Is this for the clicked or for the not clicked? I don't know actually. Because I don't know whether I've clicked all of them or none of them. Well, the browser thinks that. I have it for both. The same, yeah. Having inter in here is weird. First of all, we can get rid of this. And then, yeah, then it's like, I think you should indent this. I also think you should dedent this by 4 because we aren't using tabs anymore. And then it's a simple question of yeah, this is like proper, like, yeah, the only problem here is like the fonts, and that will be fixed anyways by the layout, so I won't commit this right now. Instead, I will come back later to it once I've fixed the base layout. Once I've seriously considered what belongs on the base layout and what doesn't, I will come back and commit that. That was a really quick transition to Astro, and of course the link still works, right?
Email empfangen.
You heard that. You heard that about as loud as me. That's funny because I didn't hear it. I heard it very quietly from my headphones that were turned on. Yeah. Sorry for the little jump scare, I guess. That was interesting. Yeah, so I mean that's kind of all. Yeah. Like, I don't know what to do anymore. I will put in some more work, and I will possibly stream tomorrow or the day after tomorrow or at some point, and yeah, I guess I'll see you then. Bye. So, and Now I've stopped streaming to Twitch. That's interesting. First stream in a while. Especially first English language stream ever. First stream in a while, but I have streamed in German not long ago. Whatever. For the people watching the recording, bye to you.